Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at Tilray brands. Our last major market update was on the 20th of November of last year, outlining a potential pump to that $5 region, which you can see was hit very soon after that video, before then the descent in the market that we was expecting. So what I'm going to do is just take a look at the higher time frame, take a look at some key wave structure and the key levels, because we saw the macro low broken that we was expecting. So what I'm going to do is just play a quick clip from our previous video so you can see what we were saying back then, how the market has played out since, and then we'll move into some further analysis. So guys, if you like the video, give it a like. If you don't, no problem. Of course, any comments and subscriptions are appreciated, and let's get into it. At least have our profit taking levels at 1, 2, and then anticipate the move to the downside. And any investment made at these lows can then be stored, and if you want to sell 50 or 60% on the way up, if we get the move up, that's great, because then you've taken profit, you've got your initial investment out, you've got a bit of profit ready to invest at the lows again. And as you can see, straight after that video, just a couple of weeks it took to get to that $5 region, and then we went straight back down to the trend line that we had drawn. So that happened really quick. I wasn't really expecting it to happen that quick, because, well, to be fair, I was expecting months to play out before that happened, but we got it straight away. And now I just want to remove that trend line, because it makes no sense now, because it continues down into the minus numbers. So there's no real relevance for that trend line anymore. But what I do want to do right now is just turn our attention to the macro structure here for Tilray, because as you can see, we broke the low a couple of times here, and now we've had a really nice reaction with that big weekly candle that we've just had coming back into the range. So it's a great sign for Tilray, and we've seen this before on other stocks where the stock just works its way back down to that first wick that came down for Tilray back in 2020, work all the way down, take the liquidity once, trap people, think that's it, then go for the real move, and then bullishly move out of there. So I think for Tilray, things are looking really good. If that $2.40 level can really hold, expect a bit of a pullback, come in and fill some of this big bullish candle. But if this level holds for Tilray, things are looking really good, because we've got some upside liquidity that haven't been taken. As you can see here, we've got two levels, two wicks here, right here on Tilray, that at pretty much exactly the same level. And often what you will see in markets is the market makers will set a liquidity level right here for Tilray at $5.11. So I would be expecting that $5.11 region to at least come into play again as we take a macro view here and zoom out a little bit more. Tilray is pretty much at the lows. I don't think we're going to see that much lower for Tilray unless the stock's just going to die, which I don't think it's going to do. I think Tilray has got a really good brand, and I think the project in Tilray will continue into the future as the legalizations of certain things come into play for medicinal use in the future. But that's one thing that we can speculate on. But we can just point another level out here that we've got here for Tilray. Two levels there, really similar level. And if you think of this as a massive range for Tilray, all we've done is take the highs and now take the lows. What's next for the market makers to do? All of the liquidity, in my opinion, from these big pumps to the upside, and then people beginning to short the market, all the liquidity is to the upside, in my opinion. So I think as people are scared and nobody's really talking about Tilray right now, nobody's really talking about these stocks at all, I think that's when we want to turn our attention to what could be coming, the narratives that could be changing for legalization of certain substances. Is that something that's going to come in the next couple of months, or is the speculation going to drive the price higher? And then once the announcement is made for some possible legalization, as price has already risen up, is that then when we look to take profits on our investments down? So one thing that I want to do right now for Tilray is just some Fibonacci analysis and get some key structural Fibonacci levels using the Fibonacci and negative Fibonacci that not many people do use. So when looking at a chart here, the main thing that points out to me here, where all of liquidity is going to be, is this level here, where that big pump to the upside came. Everyone was talking about Tilray. So what I want to do is just pull the Fibonacci from low to high there, and you can see that the 1.618 and the 1.65 come down at the $1.99 and $2.12 region. So what I would do is, if you are looking for an entry on Tilray, possibly have this zone marked out. You can see that the market makers have obviously had this zone marked out and got a pump before that. So this could be that everyone was waiting for this level and the market makers have just front ran them basically and said, no, you're not having that level. We're going now without you. But keep that level on your chart, guys. You want to keep it there just in case we get that final dip to the downside. And this is another little fake out that we've seen in the past. Come in and get that final dip. Really, really bad sentiment in the market, then look for the massive move to the upside. So when looking for the upside targets on a stock or a coin, anything, any market that you're looking at, one thing you need to be doing is pulling the Fibonacci. Give yourself a bit of an entry and an exit plan, so you know if your plan is playing out, you know when you're going to be wanting to take profits, and ignore all of the narratives that come with the price action. So you can see from high to low, the Fibonacci retracements come back to the 618, the 702, the key retracements that we're going to be looking at. And do we have any confluence there with perhaps just a bit of a key structural trend line to the upside? And we do. If this market is set to move back to the upside, we get some bullish momentum. You can see how the market would move in a nice fast wave, come back up to this key structural level 618702 with the trend line retest to the upside. These are things we need to be watching out for, because the narrative right here would be, you know, we've had a 200% move. What's happening? What's happening? Is anything getting legalized? Let's buy now, buy now. That's what everyone will be doing. So we need to be playing the exact opposite when no one's really talking about the stock down here. It goes for crypto, it goes for stocks. Everything's the same. It's market psychology 101. Let's sit back, relax, and let the market do the work. But guys, of course, it's not financial advice, just a bit of market analysis here, a bit of wave analysis and key structural levels, looking at the past videos that we've made and how price action has played out in the previous 5 months really. So if you like the video, give it a like, and of course any subscriptions appreciated. Comment down below any other stocks or cryptos you want me to analyze and I'll get to it. Cheers again, guys. I'll see you next time.